Yeah. Let me, give me 1 second. I told the guys I'd send the stream link because I told them the reason I'm not going to Dunkin' Donuts is because we're going to be streaming.
Sick. So they're going to be harassing us the whole time.
Yeah, probably. I'm worried they're going to come up behind me too. I feel like that'll happen.
That'd be fantastic. Break down your door dressed in SWAT gear.
Oh no, it's moving the camera. Damn it. How do you use Messenger from Facebook on the website? Here we go. Because I don't want to touch my phone.
Yeah.
Solar Storm.
All right, almost there.
Here we go.
Just gotta crush these nachos.
Boom. I'm
very curious to see what streaming is like.
I can't see the X button on the stupid messenger chat thing because of the phone being in the way. Whatever.
All right, 3 more chips. Two more chips.
What happens if that doesn't stop my camera, does it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it did. No. I turned my phone screen off.
Damn.
I'm just gonna turn the brightness down. I just don't want it to die.
Yeah.
Is it coming back? Because I see it's back on the thing.
There it is.
There it is. Cool.
I might have just needed to open Discord again. Alright.
Look at those buck teeth.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
Okay. So today, we're just talking about the deck builder. I think we should go over some general UI and menu navigation stuff too.
Yeah. So I'd say yeah. I really like Magic's menu. I'm gonna close our screen real quick so I don't look at myself.
Yeah, we should have a setup where you can show your screen as well. I mean, I guess it would
eventually
be easy to switch back and forth, but
eventually that'd be nice.
Because I was gonna say you should pull up some reference footage.
True. I mean, I could share my screen, and if you want to somehow capture that, although
Yep.
I don't think you could capture my camera and that at the same time, unfortunately.
I might be able to work something out, but at this point, streams
are
running.
Not worried about it.
Yeah.
I'll just send you any references.
Cool. Yeah, and I'll just throw them up on PureRef, so we'll have them on screen.
What's that?
What's PureRef?
Yeah.
It's basically just a image app that stays on top of all programs. So if you send me something, I'll show you.
Mm-hmm.
But very useful for concepting.
Get your screen pulled up.
Okay. I change my tablet settings.
Yeah, the Magic. I'll link it to you. The Magic menu is very nice. Reference.
There we go. Okay. Let me open PureRef.
Is it a website?
It is a... Oh, this is going to mess up the stream. This is fun.
Also, the stream's recording, right?
Yep.
Okay. Very
Okay,
cool.
so they like to use deck collection as a gate to get into the actual deck building. And I haven't played Magic in a little while. It looks like it's changed a little bit. I hate the new Google search or Google Images layout.
Oh, dude. Get the extension called Google Images Restored.
Google Images Restored.
I use it. It brings it back to the old layout. Because the new layout sucks.
Interesting. Let's see. Web store. What was it called again?
Google Images Restored.
Yeah. That'll be nice.
Yeah, that's it. Just add it and reload the page and
What a sidestep, Google. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, I
there
know.
we
They
go.
fucking
Okay.
ruined it. It was so good before, and now you can't see shit.
Okay, so this is not what I'm familiar with. I don't know if this is a preview of the deck. I think this is the closest to what we have right now. We just don't have the visuals.
Yeah, and I like that. I think that's like kind of the way it should look.
I do
I
like
feel
this. I'm gonna put that in my download.
It looks kind of like Hearthstone's, except I bet you that UI is a lot more reactive than Hearthstone's.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just the one thing I don't like about Hearthstone is that the UI is very slow, which makes it feel unreactive.
Yeah, it's so reactive. It's kind of like what was Prince of Thieves? Sands of Time. I don't know. There's an old game where it's the animations are really slow. Every time you press a button, it'll play like 3 or 4 frames before you can do anything else. I swear I downloaded it. Little did you know, Tegan actually streams in his free time, so he's been doing this for ages. Just hasn't come out about it yet.
Oh, Ajay, the camera's coming from my phone.
Okay.
And I have my other Discord account open, and he's able to just like capture the Discord camera.
So I do like this structure. Currently we've got...
I'm echoing, apparently, on there. I am. Oh, Ethan, mute me on, mute my other account on Discord.
You're right.
Although I thought I muted it on my phone.
Oh, you know what? That's my fault. Hold on. Alright, boy. Talk away. Should be resolved.
Cool. I'll listen for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
So I'm not sure how many cards we should have. We also toyed around with the idea of making these like flash drives, sort of, or DNA containers, and I don't know what a DNA container looks like.
I don't either. I'd imagine like a test tube, but that wouldn't work.
Maybe not.
Could be You talked in the past about like these glass based flash drive looking things, like glass based data cards.
Right.
What if it's like a glass based data card kind of, but the picture kind of looks like it's smushed between two pieces of glass, like you know how when you're putting something under a microscope, you'll
Mm-hmm.
take two I forget what they're called, two pieces of glass, but when you'll smush the thing between it and put it under the microscope, something like that might fit the theme.
Wow. Google's really falling short here. Something like this.
Yeah,
Though that
kind of.
looks a little too modern. Be nice to go a little more futuristic.
Probably watch your screen on Discord instead of watching it on the live stream. So then I'm getting it a few seconds behind.
Yeah, it'd be confusing. All right. Well, for now, it doesn't really matter. Pictures we can solve later.
Hmm.
Card name.
They'll be rectangular in nature, so that's all that matters for now.
Right.
Um,
We throw the name up there. We need to make sure that the cost is
we give
visible
the
as
stream a
well.
name. Hold on, I'm gonna give the stream a name real quick because it doesn't have one.
Okay.
Um, while you're writing that out,
Sure. I'm curious if naming the stream will name the file, the save file as well.
it might.
It's gonna be hard as shit to design stuff and pay attention to the chat. Need chat moderators. How you feel about that,
I'm one of
boys?
those.
That's fair.
Hmm.
Where does it? How many people are actually in the stream? Where does it show?
It says 5, but it's probably 4 because I'm
Okay.
one of them.
Gotcha.
If you have it open too, then you're 3. There's 3 people on the stream.
I am streaming it, so I have no reason to have it open. Although I guess I can
Roll call.
use it to monitor or something.
Yeah. So for now, the UI could probably just put the card name up there. Maybe put the damage and health over on the right
Have
there.
like an icon.
Oh yeah, resources.
For
That's a
course.
good one.
Sheesh. I just learned about that yesterday. Look at
You
me.
should block
Keeping
it
up
out of
with
your
the
memory.
times. Yeah. Yeah, and then of course we have to have a pretty picture right here of big strong muscle man. It has 3 legs. Don't get any funny ideas.
It's very AltarGene. So
Yeah, that's a common thing in AltarGene. 3 legs and everything has fangs. Um, I kind of want the card name to be here. Maybe that's not that important. We'll throw the description here. We do need to have an area for the types, which is typically done here. Typically meaning that's how magic does it.
is there gonna, this is something too that we never really talked about. Is there gonna be a limit on how many types we can allow a creature to be?
No. And that might become problematic for visuals, but maybe we could allow some overrides for that.
Yeah.
Holy fat marker.
Could also just be that maybe something we make the cards a bit more dynamic since it's a game, and have it be like you hover over that to see the types.
That's a good point.
Or they could be icons, and if you hover over the icon, you can see what type it is.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Description and such.
There's 7 people in here. What the hell happened?
Damn, dude, we're popular already.
Somebody knocking at my door? They're about to walk in behind me. Y'all can
Prepare
just
for the
walk in.
pinata. Hey! Bow, bow, bow. We need to get a soundboard. Yo, who wants to
Here comes
be
another one.
our dedicated stream memester?
So I'm gonna stay here. Keep going. Okay, but so with the layout, we'd have anywhere from 8 to 10 probably cards. You have 8 drawn there, but we could do 8 to
Yeah,
10 depending on
we could probably honestly we
how
could
big
probably
they
push
are.
it even further if we wanted to. We
12.
could, like you mentioned, have collapsible situation. This is not going to be a good way of approaching it. Oh,
Hmm.
you can erase with rectangle. Apparently, that's pretty cool.
Interesting.
Let me fill this in. So we could do something like this, where the cards are, damn it, the cards are icons. So we have the card name, and then an image with our three-legged boy.
And then you hover over it to see.
Yeah, and it could expand into this.
We should have an expanded view as an option.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if people want the more detailed view by default, they can choose it. Because
Sure.
I could imagine if, like, I don't know, if you're scrolling through those, you might look around and be like, hey, I'm trying to find cards with, like, I don't know, this specific information. I'm kind of just eyeballing it. You might not want to eyeball it off the name and the picture alone. But I do like the condensed version
Ooh, didn't
for
want that. Yeah.
simplicity.
We should have a main menu bar, of course, and then another bar, perhaps. Rid of this overlapping nonsense. I definitely do like having a search bar. I think that's very important.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to just take what Magic's got going on.
Yeah.
I think
Go for
that
it.
the cards on the left and deck list on the right is a fairly common thing.
Yeah, Hearthstone does that.
And maybe for
So
the
does
sake
Magic. So
of copyright, I'll get rid of that. Just so I don't accidentally steal everything. I kind of want to have filters
yeah,
on the bottom though.
put the search bar on the bottom. Although then it's disconnected from the um top menu bar.
Yeah, which may not be a bad thing. So let's toy around with the way that looks. Um, because we could keep this so the cards fill up all the way, and then at the bottom we can have a little. I'm erasing still.
Mm-hmm.
Have a bar. If it would stop snapping. And I assume that, well, we have cards down here. We can have filter icons to filter by the types. Because I think we have 3 resources, and then realistically, we'd probably have a little one of these doohickeys, so you could filter in depth. Should be able to give the deck a name. So the way the Magic handles deck creation and deletion is on a different page. Currently,
I think creation should be on a different page, but you should have the option to delete it from either the deck page or from this page.
okay. Where should the delete button go? I think we do something like this. And then if you click anywhere inside of this icon, it deletes it. That's my master plan.
I think the delete button should be at the bottom. Maybe.
You can have a red box here that says delete, and a black box that says save.
I think it should save automatically. Should be a delete and an export button. Export being it would generate a code so you could send it to a friend.
Interesting. I like that.
It should save automatically. Just so you don't have to. That way, if you like make your masterpiece and you forget to hit the save button,
Yeah,
you're not really boned.
that's fair. And typically, you would have a confirmation box. And you say, would you like to save before you quit?
Yeah, that's fair.
But I do like, yeah, maybe we can have export here as well, and then we'll have on the other page an import and export. Because, well, probably, yeah, you'd probably import a deck
Outside
as
of it.
itself. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to having the export and delete buttons just be on both pages.
For sure. Okay.
As for one last thing, as for that bar on the right, I'm pointing at my screen, but you can't really see what I'm pointing at. The bar on the right, right below name, where all the cards would be put that are in your deck, there should be the way that should probably be laid out is that there should be a plus button and a minus button on the left-hand side, or the right-hand side, depending on what you want, and then the name of the card on the side that isn't got the buttons. That way, you could quickly add or remove a number of that card.
Yeah, I really didn't even think to consider what this looks like. I was just going to put the card name. Oh, wrong layer. Okay. So we can do 2 boxes for now. Probably stack them from the top down, makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. But...
Well, I was trying to think if we wanted to do something like this, or something more like this. The way the magic does it is you can add and then just click on this and that removes it. We could also, I think maybe the X would make people assume that you would end up removing the entire thing.
Yeah, do a minus sign instead. So I imagined it as adding or removing a singular card.
Right.
That way you could quickly add like 4 of that same card if you wanted to. As for if the minus and the plus should be on the same side or not, I'm not sure about.
I kind of like the implicit buttons where this whole section is actually a button, and if you click on it, then it performs one of the actions, which makes the plus make a lot of sense. I think that layout is well designed. But again, that's how Magic does it. Which doesn't mean that we should exclusively not do it that way. But let's consider alternatives first.
There should also be on the right-hand side of that, and that might just be included with the text. Is it should say like ×2 or ×3 for the number that you have currently.
Yeah, I like that.
So I'm trying to think about how well, actually, I can look at the magic one real quick. Yeah, on the left, they put the number that you have in the deck on the left. Do you see what I mean?
I don't. I got rid of it.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, the way we're designing this is not interactive at all. It's very static because this is a picture, but when you hover over it, it becomes a plus.
Oh, okay. I see. I like that. Maybe it could be if you left click on the plus, it adds, and if you right click on the plus, it does a minus. That way, it's like it sort of exists.
We could also have it split. plus and minus when you hover over it. And then it just basically becomes a number bar thing, or up arrow and down arrow.
Yeah. We can try different things for that to see what feels good. Because I feel like as long as we build the back end for this, it wouldn't be hard to swap the buttons around.
Right. What is this? Oh my goodness. I'm using a tile brush. These don't belong here. Oh shoot.
It's really bad. Oh no.
Whatever.
The delete button.
Should we have delete and export down there? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think delete and export makes sense down there.
Cool.
Oh, here's what we should do differently than the other games that I think would honestly be better. If you look at the Magic one and Hearthstone's one too, the way that they do different pages of cards in that left-hand section is that they have arrows on the right and the left, which allow you to move between pages of cards. I hate that. We should do a big scroll bar.
Okay.
And you just scroll up and down to see all the cards.
Up and down.
And then obviously, yeah, up and down. Maybe left and right. Left and right could be interesting. I don't know. And then obviously you could use a search bar to refine what's visible in that. But that's one of the things I don't like about both of those games, is that it feels very clunky to get through the card screen.
Sure. Yeah, I can support that. Okay. And then we probably want to have the AltarGene logo in the top, which would just take you back to the home page.
You should have a power button on the right, or like a X or something, to return you to main menu.
Oh yeah, so let's consider.
Or sorry, to quit. Not return you to main menu.
Surprise. We should consider this in the context of the lore as well. Aside from the way that the cards look, we could maybe make this look like, we had talked about making it look like a dark web browser, which would be interesting. I don't know if it's necessarily logical when the games are super big.
Could also be well, hold on, what do you mean by not super logical when the games are big?
If the games are big, you probably aren't going to need to go in the black market. That doesn't mean it couldn't be just some market, some online market.
Oh, well, what if we stick with the way the cards kind of work? Have it be like a glass computer monitor, and then we could put like a 3D environment behind it.
Yeah.
Like it's just an existent glass computer monitor. There's some sort of 3D environment behind it, but then as you scroll through the pages, it's almost like you're using like a touch screen. You're sort of swiping through, and that would kind of fit with the futuristic alien aesthetic.
I can support that. I picture you might go up to something like an ATM for this kind of thing. Like you would go to a training gym and trade your Pokeballs.
I mean, it could be like a kiosk that they have in the arenas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, and it could be that, like the genetic samples that you're picking out. Maybe the cards look different in game compared to how they look on this menu. And on the menu here, they look kind of like you're buying something from a store, or like
Mm-hmm.
you're looking at a collection of stuff that you own or something. I don't know.
So if this is a kiosk, then we can treat this a little differently. I do like the way that I do like that idea though. So the power button makes sense, maybe, but then we probably wouldn't have a menu bar.
Not everything has to make sense.
Everything has to make sense.
Okay.
That's such an easy trap to fall into. Do it every time. Uh, whatever. Creature. I should be using text for this. Maybe we'll have buttons up there. I don't know. This is a good start though. Filtering.
I definitely think that there should just be buttons up there. It doesn't have to make too much sense. The
Yeah.
aesthetic could be that it's a kiosk, but
Yeah. No, you're right.
it doesn't have to make total sense.
Don't let me get carried away.
Because I do think the AltarGene button, like, I'm thinking about League's menu, I guess, because they have that kind of, and Valorant has that, and like every game has that kind of menu now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like looking at Magic's, it's a home button. It just says home. I'm gonna real quick log into League and look at theirs because I don't remember what it looks like. But
We might just make this whole thing a search bar.
yeah, they have a home button as well. Yeah, you can make that a search bar, and then when you hit that up arrow, I'm assuming that's what would give you like extra information. Like, hey, if you type in this like code, it'll let you search specifically for something.
Yeah, we should we should expose the codes as well as some more advanced options.
hmm Like search by keyword, search by
Card type.
multiple keywords,
Yeah.
type tag. Yeah. Um.
Of course, abilities would be implicit in the search. For now, I'm just gonna have it be a simple search, though. In
mhm,
fact, for now, it's gonna do absolutely nothing.
That's fair.
Because I think by the time we come around to our little LAN party tournament, we're only gonna have 60 cards, maybe, if we're diligent.
You just make it so if you like click in it and hit enter, it just pastes in the console like search. That way, there's some sort of method that you can
Yeah,
implement later.
for sure.
But
Okay. For now, I'm gonna leave the cards expanded. We'll get into the certification of the interaction
mhm.
later. And I might just leave this top bar as a prefab that gets used by everything or every scene, and I'm just gonna have each menu be a different scene that creates a new version of it in the same place. Okay.
You could also opt for that top bar to exist in its own scene that's always loaded, and to load each submenu asynchronously and unload them as you
Yep.
hop between them.
And just load it underneath. That's
But
a good idea.
it's up to you how you want to implement it.
Nope. That's a good idea. I like it. Okay. Let's stop drawing pictures. Let's do it. Buttons.
Yeah, one of those should be the deck builder. Um, and then the home menu should probably be where you search for a game, I'd imagine. Or maybe not.
Yeah, I'm not sure what
Maybe
we'd
the
have up
home.
there. I think the home button makes sense. As long as it reacts as a button, people will understand it takes you to the home.
Hmm.
I like having immediate access to the decks. We should have access to the store. Uh, and maybe we'll have access to the arena.
Yeah, I think that the buttons up there should be home, deck builder, store, play. And then home, what it would have is just like patch notes and other information. Like, yeah, what's new,
Yeah,
um, stuff like that.
advertise stuff. Show off skins. Or maybe it's literally just a menu that sends you to other
Uh,
things. Looks prettier than everything else.
hmm.
Cool. All right. So now let's jump into Unity. Double T good. Yeah, we got to figure out some solutions so we can stream together
Yeah,
simultaneously.
this isn't horrible, but it's not ideal.
Yeah, it's a solution. Slowly importing. Man, I haven't touched this project in so long. Did you do something crazy since I've last touched it?
If you haven't pulled, I have the card stuff.
Oh,
Um,
yes. And animations and improved selection and targeting clarity. That's important. A little bit.
there's a lot of shit there.
Oh boy, this layout is weird.
I wonder who's still watching. We got 3 people. If you're still watching, comment in the chat.
Drop an F in the chat. Okay. Where do we store all this? Visuals and scenes, right? So we should probably start with the top bar.
Yeah. If
And
that's gonna be the main scene.
yeah. Um, what is it called? It's a nav bar in HTML. So let's go ahead and get rid of these things and throw in a panel. I think.
Nobody responded in the chat, which makes me think that the only people watching are Rajay and Aman, and since they're at Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. I appreciate y'all boosting our stream stats.
We had 7 people in here at one point, so I don't know where all those people came from, but
I don't know who they were. I don't recognize any of these names.
I think they dropped them. They dropped the stream in the Curry Cannons Discord.
Nice.
Um, and I'm guessing that there's a bunch of people in there right now.
Okay. So this should be interesting. The canvas, I think we want to not be a constant pixel size. I'm going to scale with the screen size. Probably match the width. 1920 by 1080. Seems kind of large, but we'll deal with that later. We're going to have a button on the far left. That's going to be our home button. And we'll push that all the way to... This is backwards. Gets me every time. That looks so good. I can't tell if it's just hideous or if I'm just really sick of seeing Unity's built-in UI.
It's hideous, but it's because of Unity's built-in UI, not because of anything you've done. Like the built-in UI is just ugly.
Yeah.
That'll look so much better when it's got like a stylized logo
Whoa.
for the button.
Yeah,
And
of course.
and
I'm gonna
Unity
add some
tries to do
padding
this
to it.
like they try to do like a rounded
Actually,
kind of pop out aesthetic. Like the button's supposed to look kind of 3D, even though it doesn't really. And then it's also rounded, and that aesthetic is just not like a thing that people use nowadays.
what I want to do with this? Let's do 10, 10, and 10. There we go. Nested. Nah, I like 5 better. Okay. There's one button. I think a better way of doing this actually is just stacking it like a nav bar, but this is good enough for now. Actually, no, because we actually need to be able to use this navigation bar. Okay. I will add component is what it is. Layout group. Where did it go? What is it doing? I flipped it inside out. Very good system.
Classic.
Height -10. What are you doing, Unity? Yeah, this will be good. Okay, so we're gonna do
This is like rushed together. Not your thing. What I'm working on.
height. There we go. Okay. This one's gonna be our deck builder.
Mm-hmm.
What are you working on?
Attack move and defend move.
Gotcha. Yeah, we need to figure out a way to stream both screens. Try and make things a little more interesting. It would be nice to have somebody to help out with this stream.
I'm coding right now, so I wouldn't want to share this anyway.
Give away our
Although it's not
secrets.
really, it's client side stuff, so it's not that critical.
Yeah,
I'd be more scared to show server side code than client side code.
for sure. How do we get this to stack? Thought it was gonna. There we go. Oops. Yeah. Gonna rename this. So home, deck builder, and then we're gonna do play. I think we might do the play stuff from. Nah. We'll leave it up here. Say private match. And instead of deck builder, it's gonna be decks. Because I think it makes more sense to gate that. And then inside of the decks menu, you'll be able to pick a deck and then edit it.
Yeah, that makes sense. What is the name of our general? I'm gonna have to move my camera real quick, like you can see.
The name of what?
I'm just gonna real quick. You'll see.
Why don't all these get so small all of a sudden?
I'm sure you got a notification for that.
you should definitely let me know if Mac Miller is coming through the stream, because
Who?
shouldn't be doing
Mac
that.
Miller.
You don't know who Mac
Is
Miller
it?
is? I don't know. It's not playing right now. It's taking its sweet time. That might be my fault for using an ad blocker, but
I'll keep the stream audio on and let you know.
I'm interested to know why it's not more common for websites that rely on ad revenue to block ad blockers.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that ad blockers nowadays are pretty advanced, and that the way they get around it is they block your connection to the ad servers as opposed to blocking the element on the page that displays the ad. So what ends up happening is that the element's unable to contact the ad server.
Yeah.
Because I know that most of these ad block tools have like big lists of like 50,000 plus URLs that are all servers that host ads.
Yeah.
Try playing it. I'll let you know if it's.
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's not coming.
Uh,
Oh, there it is. All right. Cool. I think we're good.
yeah, I don't hear anything. So.
All right. So now we need to make
It's
these
probably
buttons do something. And frankly, I don't know how our menu system works right now, so I gotta figure all that out again.
How our what system works?
Our menu system works.
Oh,
I do
yeah,
really
your
like
button
the main menu though. It's not a style that's relevant anymore, but I definitely think it was an appealing style, an endearing style.
It fit with the old idea for this game quite a bit.
Yeah, and it would be fun eventually to try and get, once our company's a little bit bigger, get some people to kind of release that, kind of like how Celeste released the Celeste Classic. Not that people would be able to connect that this is. This is just for a script. Not that people would be able to connect this and From the Black together at all.
They could through story.
Potentially. The current version of From the Black is nothing.
It has nothing to do with this game, except for the fact that we had the idea of potentially having the whatever these guys are called, the Uvrine or whatever we're calling them. They were going to be the progenitors of human society,
right?
Which would kind of lead into From the Black. It'd have more to do with Into the Black, given the Sentinel stuff. And we had talked about with From the Black having them find Sentinel tech on the solar system. So maybe, I don't know. That's a long ways out.
Hopefully not that far out. Probably.
At least a year. Maybe 2. Maybe 3.
Maybe.
Do you know where the mouse controller is in the scene usually?
In the scene? I usually put scripts like that on their own object and leave them outside of the root. If that made any sense.
Okay, here it is. It's on camera_unit controller. I just want to put this in debug mode and see if my stuff is working. Unit command is standard. If I hit A, it should switch to attack. Did not. No, if I hit X, it should switch to attack. Yep. If I hit C, it switches to defend. If I left click, it cancels. But if I right click, it does a defend move.
Are you testing this stuff?
Yeah. Do you want me to? Yeah, I can share my screen.
That's why. Yeah, that's why it'd be nice to be able to share, not necessarily anything else.
I'm not really gonna be able to test if it works or not because I don't have another player to test this with right now.
Mm-hmm.
Although I could push it and you could test it if you want, but that's up to
Currently.
you. It's gonna look so weird, but that's fine. I'll
Yeah, if I
maximize this so
decide to.
you can kind of tell what's
What
going on.
there we go.
So the idea here is if I spawn in a goblin swarm, I should be able to click on one of these guys. It's hard to tell that he's selected unless I get down here, but that's a normal move. Then I can give him an attack move by hitting X and right clicking, and that should have sent him off with an attack move. There's no enemies, so he can't really engage. If I
Yeah.
hit C and then click on an ally, it should be a defend move, although he's acting really dumb. Where are you going? Where are you going, buddy?
High quality
Whoa.
navigation.
Where are you going, buddy? Okay, he's going to 0-0.
Can you add an entire scene to Do Not Destroy?
I don't know.
I don't think that's possible.
Boom. Nothing. Boom. Nothing. Oh, maybe. Boom. Okay, he's dumb. Okay, so whenever they go into defend move formation, it looks like they actually wander to 0-0, so that's a bug. Duly noted. I can't really test attack move without enemies, so I'm gonna call it right there for that test. Go ahead and show my camera again if you don't mind. That way there's no leaking of code.
Yes. Very good system.
Oh, you can see who's in the chat. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Who's Commander Root? Oh, welcome, Commander Root.
Do you know how Do Not Destroy Unload works? I understand that you can put an object into the Don't Destroy Unload scene, but is it possible to do that with an entire scene? I think that's not possible. That's my guess.
You probably have to loot through every object in the scene and put it in Don't Destroy Unload.
And that's what I assume we're gonna need to
You could
do.
also, if you load, if you want to do that, you could technically load your other scene, with the, I don't remember what the enum is, but load it with the enum that lets you, that doesn't close other scenes. And just have every scene load that way. That way every scene stays loaded. Is it no, I thought asynchronously was just that it didn't block the main thread while it was loading.
Additive. Additive.
Additive, that's it.
You know, add scenes additively. Yeah, yes.
I would do that. That's how I'm doing the scene objects with the scene object factory.
Sure. So this.
Oh my god, the server's throwing a million exceptions in the state machine. Oh, that's wonderful. Line 169.
Okay, so we don't need to handle this.
State machine. What is line 169? Oh.
Can you get the scene that an object is in instead of just get active scene? GameObject.scene, that's a thing. That's really useful. This does not exist. Unity, what's going on? What version of Unity do we have? 2020.3. Oh, it's GameObject. Instance.GameObject.scene. Very neat. Alright, so if that's not null, then we just close it. Otherwise, the navbar should be responsible for loading scenes. Okay, this simplifies things. I hate Unity's scene system where you have to type in this scene as a string. Because I'm definitely going to break this someday.
God, I must be really dumb, dude.
What'd you do?
There's a method inside of the state machine called force state change. And what it does is it just forces the unit to take on whatever state I tell it to. Part of that method is it has two optional parameters where you can set a target position or a target unit. Those are used for like if you want to force it into attacking a specific unit, you can tell it to by setting the target unit. Same thing goes for defending something. And in the cases of defending stuff, I was having it not set the target, meaning it was throwing a no reference exception every time.
You were having it not set, like you forgot to set it, or you were
like
having it unset?
I forgot to include the optional parameters, so the thing was
Nice.
throwing a no reference exception.
Very cool.
Nice. That means this might work though, actually, which is good, without like any changes other than my stupid little mistake. Which would be ideal because that's like my favorite thing is when things work.
I like it when things work too.
Yeah. Rather when things work and that the only thing holding it back from working is an unrelated slip up.
Right.
Alright, I got 3 goblins. Here we go.
Oops.
Go over here.
Oh no. We really need to come up with some visuals for the units too.
So this isn't working. It's still going to 0, it looks like. But the server is also not. Oh, no, there it is. Server's throwing errors. Line 282 of the default state machine. What's he doing? Hey there, buddy.
We need to figure out a situation where we can both stream and both control the camera switching because I don't want to miss the stuff that you're doing, but I also don't want to expose the source code.
Yeah.
If that's undesirable.
The only way I could think of it is having some sort of online switchboard. But
Or if we were just in the same office.
My dumbass just fucking closed the error out.
This is suddenly becoming a more involved task than I had originally intended.
What is?
Setting up
The menu?
the deck builder, because originally it was simply just going to be the deck builder. Maybe I should focus on the deck builder, because that's what we had just talked
Yeah, you
about.
could
But
build the deck builder page and then build the main menu. We have, according to the schedule, and this maybe isn't the right thing to say, but you technically have like over a week.
no, we don't.
No.
I mean, I mean, we might have over a week, but realistically, I think we're not gonna have a week's worth of time, considering
Yeah.
all that.
Use 6
Also,
days.
yeah. I'm definitely not going to be employed by the climbing wall, so I don't quite know. That honestly probably means that I'll have more free time because I'll be forced to get a job that actually pays me decently. But it's kind of a bummer. I don't know what that's going to be yet. Okay. So we can ixnay the back button. New deck doesn't make sense. The deck selectors are relevant now, which is very nice. It's all still good and well. Delete deck. Moved. Let's create. Jeez, I zoomed in way too much. What the heck? Close enough. Boom. As much shit as I give Unity's UI system, it's really not awful.
It's not terrible, but it's leaves a lot to be desired in some ways.
It could be confusing, I guess. All right, let's look at what we're doing here. Open pure F back up. Okay. So we've got our delete and export buttons. And top bar needs to be a lot smaller.
You know why it was still throwing exceptions? Forgot to build the server.
Classic.
Ah, damn it. That's like the most common error.
Alright, we wanted to have a search bar down here. Alright, so should we stack these vertically with a horizontal scroll bar? It makes sense to stack them horizontally, but then you end up in a weird situation where the organization has, assuming we go alphabetically, we're going to have A's at the top, R's in the middle, probably not R, and then R's at the bottom, and
If the bar is horizontal, maybe we consider having
because one of the benefits that is had with the way the other games do it is they can group things, so they have all red cards in a group at the beginning, and then you can move, and then it'll fill up the last of the red cards, and it may not fill up the entire thing, and then you would start the blue cards, and it would keep shifting. And we could do that too. We would just have to order it before we put it in there, and that's the way to do it. But the thing that I think might be confusing is if we order it alphabetically, say we have 16 cards on a page, and we do alphabetically from top to bottom, so it's all A's, then if you scroll horizontally, you're going to go A, B, and then A's are still back here, even though it's changed on the top row.
Can we do a vertical scroll bar?
Vertical scroll bar is a lot easier. I think that would be the solution.
So this is an interesting bug that I'm encountering. Whenever you tell a unit to move somewhere, it will it'll get that command twice, seemingly. Like I'm gonna
show it off.
Yeah, I'll give him an attack move. All right. So if you look here in the log, it says moving to position was the last command I gave him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give him a attack move. Boom.
Very different bug.
Well, guess I'm not gonna give him an attack move.
Sick.
Guess I'm not gonna give him any commands because none of them are working. Oh, you know what? The server was frozen.
Oh, because you'd clicked on it.
So I clicked on it. All right, I'm gonna give him an attack move. All right, last thing I gave him was a move to position. So I'm gonna give him an attack move. Boom, and you'll see. Oh, interesting. So it doesn't duplicate what you give him. It just always does a to position. Interesting. Does that happen with a defend move? Yeah. And then if I go back to normal, weird, I'll figure that out. Defend move seems to work though. Like if I click on this unit right here with this guy, he's gonna walk to that unit, and unfortunately, I need to change the range at which he stops moving because he just kind of keeps pushing into the guy trying to defend
Mm-hmm.
him. But he should technically be, he's in the defend move state right now. If he ever got into the defend idle state, which he cannot seem to get into because he can't get close enough to the guy. If he ever got
Mm-hmm.
into that state, theoretically, if there was an enemy that came within a certain range of him, he'd move to attack.
Right. Weren't we talking about having a radius around a defense target?
Yes, they do have that.
It's
If
just
they come
really
within,
small.
I think right now I think it's 12 units, so it'd probably be about where my mouse is hovering.
Hmm.
Maybe, I don't know.
So why is he trying to
Um,
get closer?
he's trying to get within 0.01 meters of the target he's defending,
Mm-hmm.
and because the target he's defending has a radius bigger than 0.01 meters, he can never get to that position.
But what? Just because you told it to go to that unit?
Yeah, I told it to go to that unit. So if I told him to go to a position to defend, like over here, he should just stop. And now he's in defense idle.
Interesting.
I bet you if I moved the scene camera in on that and looked at the text above his head,
You can actually read it. Yeah.
substate standard. Really? Wait, really?
Development.
That's not right. His substate should be
Defense.
defense. I can't open the source code to look.
Um,
I'll just do it. Fuck it.
you're good.
Yeah, idle substate classifications include standard, defending position, and defending unit. It should be in the defending position substate. Interesting.
Are we going to have multiple resources for the alpha? I don't think so.
Probably not. Probably just one for the alpha.
Then I'm just gonna leave the entire bottom bar as a search bar. No other filter type. Come on.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'll just do that's the wrong place. Oh, I see.
Oh, Ajay said hi at 6:36. Whoops. Sorry, Ajay, I didn't see it.
We need to get the text to speech.
Yeah, with this little people in here, that would probably be fine. No, you got to donate though. Donate $5 minimum, and
Minimum.
you'll get text to speech.
If you donate
Maybe get
another
some
$5
water.
for a max of 10 or a total of 10, then we might respond. Coin flip will determine. $50 is a guaranteed response, but only for that one question. You have to pay $50 for every question you ask. Go get some water.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
Ooh. Emotes only chat. Prepare to suffer the inability to communicate. I'm very curious if that forces y'all to have a emote chat bar. But I can't send a message. There it is. Boom. Beautiful. Okay. Bust up that search bar text looking quite weak.
You go to the
Beach bar
bathroom, she'll hear
text
that.
area. Okay. Damn, it's a shame that Sony Online Entertainment or Sony Music or whatever it is so aggressive about their copyright. I don't want to be able to play music through the stream. See me over here dancing. To what? Better not have me dancing to what is it? Not Dude Ranch. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Hmm. You ever have no idea what you're doing?
All the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's feeling like right now. There are just things about Unity's UI that I do not understand.
Oh, I can't see it.
Cannot.
Item of the camera. I couldn't see part of my screen that I was looking for.
Now, why is this so awkwardly scaled? Why is this button busting out of the scroll bar? I don't want that shit. There it is. I hate Unity's auto UI because any value you put in it automatically updates, which means the next time you go to put in another value, your value won't stick because it changes the other one. Nonsense. We're getting closer. Boom. That was stupid.
Okay, I see what's going wrong with my state machine, and it's not my fault. Or it is my fault, but it's also not my fault. It's not a fault of the state machine itself. It's a fault of the mouse controller not assigning the proper states. Yep. I think. No, wait, no, it does. What the hell?
How tall is this button? We don't want a massive UI like Hearthstone, do we?
No.
I personally hate Hearthstone's UI. Let's do what, 7?
No, wait, this is not the problem either. What? Maybe it is a fault of the state machine.
Is that a big problem?
Potentially.
Good to hear.
I don't actually know what's going on with this, so I guess I gotta do a bit more testing.
Sick. That's not right. Yeah, 30 font size. That's not bad. Unfortunately, all the interactivity of this comes in through code, which is not nearly as interesting to watch. Have you seen the coding train? Codes in
Train?
JavaScript, I believe. Pretty sure it's all in
I have no
JavaScript.
clue what that is.
He's this guy on YouTube who programs just random challenges and does it with so much enthusiasm. Just races through it basically. I think he sets a time limit for himself, like 1 hour to program some complex thing like Boyd's or simplex noise or 3D noise.
Interesting.
He
And he just does that for fun, and obviously for YouTube, but
Yeah, I mean, I assume he's making a living off of it. I mean, he'd make a great teacher if he's not one. But it blows my mind because I can't think while I'm programming unless he's done it like 3 or 4 times beforehand, just in preparation. But
it's possible.
he'll write all of the functionality code as well as the rendering stuff
Oh jeez.
live. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Maybe one day after our 200th stream, we'll be like that. Okay, so the cards for now, the prefab. I guess I'll just make it separate items. I don't have control over that. What the fuck?
It's not working because I forgot to comment out the old code below the new code. There is old code that controlled how when you clicked like what a unit would do,
Mm-hmm.
and I put new code directly above it while keeping the old code intact so I could reference it, and I forgot to comment it out, which is
I've
why
done
it
that
was
so many times.
yeah, I was actually creating the issue. Remember how I said it was setting the state twice
Mm-hmm.
earlier? That issue is actually what was causing this other issue, apparently, and then that issue is being caused by me not commenting out the old code. Very epic. Now it should all work, hopefully. Please, 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 please.
Okay. Looks pretty good, actually. If I duplicate this... Oh, that's awkward. The way that it feels, but pretty much it. Very nice, very nice. Whatever, it shouldn't fill.
Oh, yes, look,
dynamically.
he's defending position.
Hold on.
Let's go. It's not really that cool, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's just text.
See that text. Hey.
It's just defending.
You said something was gonna happen and it happened. That's a huge success. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned.
What's weird is when I send him to attack move, when he idles, he doesn't, or there is no idle attack. Never mind. That's the default idle, is idle attack.
You just stare angrily at them until they fall over.
Yeah, if they're idling like this, they'll actually attack anything that attacks them, I believe. Or anything that doesn't require them to move to attack, they'll attack. Just by default, and I think that's the way it should be. That way they're not just sitting ducks unless you give them a command.
Yeah.
Alright, so I mean, if this is working, I'm gonna go ahead and push this and then I guess test it with my laptop.
No, I'll test it with you.
Alright, that'll be fun.
I'd rather do that than this, frankly.
Okay, this is what do I call this? Attack move and defend move. And blah blah blah. Oh, you can see the code.
Alright, so this is the card.
Alright, I pushed it.
Alright, give me.
Yeah, take time.
Seconds.
I gotta find the script that does the auto invite thing and change it to auto invite you instead of the other guy.
Yeah. We should
I don't remember.
fix that soon.
Yeah.
That'll probably be fixed soon because we'll need to create the private match menu in a minute.
What class is that? It's the Steam Matchmaker, right?
Beats me.
Well, technically, the only reason we do that is because we can't open the Steam overlay in Unity.
That's true. Should we have? We're not gonna have card pictures for a while.
Yeah, not for now.
Card cost 3. It costs 3 of them. 3 whole items, units.
This will be exciting.
Oh. I have done something terribly wrong. Why is this so far off to the side? What's going on?
What is going on?
Why is the text so far off from the center of this? Should be dead center. You know what? Screw this. I'll figure it out later. Go ahead and pull whatever you have. Guess I gotta stash these. I guess I don't have to stash these. Cool. You can do a Unity. So what do I need to do? to help you.
Just summon some units. That's all. Um, I'll probably coordinate what we do once we're in game.
Cool. What did you send me? You duties having one heck of a time. I'm not used to it taking this long.
I don't know. It's weird.
Recompiling the entire project.
I wouldn't be surprised. It was like 5 files.
Iteration 2, what is this? Okay, Unity. Okay. So run from the splash.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's not running?
Steam? Yeah, I had that
Yes,
problem earlier.
sir. Okay. Well, I got the nav bar. That's cool. Alright, tell me what to do, Chief.
I think you should have gotten an invite.
Oh.
Right? On Steam?
No. Possibly. No? I don't think so. There it is. I hope all these cards still exist.
As long as they should, but only play Goblin Swarms
Sure.
when we get in game. I'm pretty sure the rest of them are probably broken.
Cool. Alright, I'm readied up.
Alright, give it a moment. You're gonna load in a bit late. The first load takes a lot longer for some reason. We also have a bigger hand size, and it looks good. With the bigger hand size, it's good.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
Alright, only play Goblin Swarms. Play a few Goblin Swarms to the center of the map.
I can play A2 Goblin Swarms to the center of the map.
Alright.
Hey dude, this looks pretty good except for the glitch where it stays up. But that should
I don't know what
that should be solved when it auto plays when we get rid of the turn.
Alright. Oh nice, enemies have red health bars for me. I like it.
Alright.
Alright, just leave that number of goblins. Actually, could you click on all of these goblins and kind of send them towards your base except for one? Like let one goblin go to the middle?
If only I had the drag select. God, this is a pain.
You just click on one of them and send them back to the middle.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a goblin swarm past the middle, although they're not going to walk up on the bridge by default, so I'll force them to. Or I'll just send one goblin past your goblin with just like a normal walk.
Okay.
And then I'll try an attack move. And then I'll try a defend move, but what I'll do for the defend move is have your guy walk towards my guys. Alright, so I'm sending one of my guys over right now.
I love how our debug text is just small enough that it can't be legible at all.
Yeah, you have to look at it in the scene view.
What if I change my resolution? Oh gosh.
Okay.
It does absolutely nothing.
My guy's gonna walk past your guy. Nope, never mind. His AI is too stupid to figure that out. Okay, they're walking past each other. Alright, I'm gonna do an attack move.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
obliterated.
It worked, because he kind of walked past. Send one of your guys towards the middle.
Okay.
I'm gonna send my guy towards your base.
Just by telling it to walk?
Tell it to attack move, hit X, and then right click.
X, right click. Definitely need to have some sort of visual for that.
Yeah, I want to do the pointers. Oh. Okay, well, you're sending that guy towards my base, right?
I can do that.
Yeah, just do that, because my guy kind of just killed himself. Pathing is so bad.
That's what I'm into.
Like, look, your guy's
Is
gonna
he?
walk off the
Oh
map
no!
too. Actually,
Don't
here.
you dare! Don't
No,
do
he's
it!
going
Don't
to.
do it! No! Oh, can we make it out?
I don't know why the pathing is so bad around these corners. No, he's gonna die. Just
That
let him die.
sucks. Okay.
Um, Send another one. You're gonna have to manually kind of click around the middle of the
Yeah,
map, like slowly.
that's wild.
The AI is really dumb when it comes to pathing around the middle part.
Yeah, I'm
I
really
don't know why.
curious why that is.
It's almost certainly my fault because I'm the one that wrote the code that does that. So
Uh,
just need
potentially.
to look into it.
Oh
No, it is.
my god.
All right, what you're gonna have to do, in all honesty, is slowly walk him over the bridge.
That was the plan. Oh, I guess I could
If
have
you
gone over the
click,
bridge.
if you click over the bridge,
What?
like complete, yeah, I don't know. If you click completely over the bridge, they'll walk around it for some reason. They'll always prioritize walking around the bridge instead of over it
Yeah,
for some reason. So you have to like half click up the bridge, then half click away on the next part of the bridge, and then keep going.
it's because they're AI. They know better than we do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They can do calculations a billion times a second.
All right, he's attack moving, right?
Nope, not yet.
Tell him to attack move
Now he is.
towards my base.
Attack move.
And I want to see
To
what happens.
position with attack move.
Okay, I want to see what happens when he passes by my guys. He should just go after them.
Oh my goodness.
He got wrecked.
Obliterated. Okay.
Okay.
Jeez. Do I have a collection? I can shift select.
Do the same thing. I've got a guy. I'm sure you can see him. If you look at my side of the base, the guy closest to you is set to defend. So what he should end up doing, why is he
What is he
doing
doing?
that? I look away from
Just
him for
started
half a
doing
second and he's falling over.
push-ups in the ground.
Alright, he must be, there
Just
must be
getting
something
ready.
wrong with that. But anyway, if your guys get close enough to him, he should wander away from his defense position to attack.
We definitely need to make some gray aliens with really big heads and small bodies.
Let's see if he'll walk away. He should enter into a defense attack position. He died. Well, that's unfortunate.
He did die. What happened to this guy? Oh,
Oh
he's
no.
invisible.
He's invisible?
Maybe not. Maybe they just reached their location. What is this pathing?
I couldn't tell you, dude.
You dead. Dang it. I played the wrong card.
There are no errors in the console.
There are lots of errors with my computer.
What is going on with these guys?
Alright. I'm gonna call that there.
Yeah, what's going on with your game? Oh boy.
And look at the console.
There are errors in the console. A bunch of queue empty errors. A lot of queue empty errors. Nice.
Well,
Well, I'll do some investigating. That
unfortunate.
was good though. We got some stuff kind of figured out.
Cool.
You know, attack move works.
Yeah. And conflict is unfairly skewed towards the developer who decided to implement it, and it's not fair.
Yeah.
I think you won every single one of those engagements that wasn't unbalanced.
You won one against my unit. Well, never mind.
The one that was doing push-ups?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just too dumb to figure out what was going on. Why that happened, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Cool. Alright, I'm going to finish setting up the card in the deck builder, and then I'm going to call the stream there, and we will show the product of anything we do offline next time. And hopefully some of these things will work. But that's not to say that we're necessarily going to make a lot of progress in the time off. We don't have a lot of.
Defend move might not have worked properly, at least like with the units not going to defend, because I think the goblin swarm, or like the goblin in the goblin swarm doesn't have a vision. No, he does. He has a vision radius of 10. So, because that's what it uses for the defense radius, is your vision radius.
Mm-hmm. Probably makes sense.
As for why he fell over, I couldn't tell you that.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. You think that's a physics issue?
It's something to do with me not setting him to like not fall over. I have to explicitly tell them not to fall over when they're idling to prevent that. And it must just be something to do with that. But I'm looking at the code right now, and the part of the code where it does defending while idle, like while you're in an idle defense state, it's running the exact same movement code as the normal idle, and you don't fall over during normal idle. So I don't know what's going on with that. Line 292 is where the Q error is occurring. That's advanced move. Oh, you know what? I bet you I can't see what line it's actually happening on because these are inline. Yep. These have inlining. No, it has to, it's at peak. So
Red. I need a day off. I don't know what it is, but my entire back is just been super tense. And I don't even think it's from climbing because I haven't even been climbing that much. Back into the floor.
possible it's just from standing.
Weak body. Yeah, maybe.
I don't get this code at all. What is this? I don't get what this is. Okay, this is first of all a logic issue.
Yeah. Is 50. doesn't bold. Text black. Is that text too small? 1820 selection. I think so. It's gonna be interesting needing to get into accessibility stuff. Because I don't know what things to be aware of.
Sure,
Yeah.
people will complain when something isn't available.
Yeah, hopefully
You can add it.
clear things up a little bit. That would be useful. Alright. Let's add one more box. And we should be done. This is the types box. Alright. Oops. Oh my gosh. There we go. Types is gonna go. We should probably limit the number of types to make sure that it fits in this little box.
Potentially. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, would there ever be a unit that would want to be more than like 2 or 3
I don't think so.
types? The only time you'd have something like that is if it would probably be like something where it's like all types. This unit is all types.
Yeah. We could just say all types. All types is a little ridiculous. But maybe that makes sense. You just have a little amorphous egg that can become anything. I'm gonna say like creature. That doesn't even make sense. Feral cat. That's what our cards look like.
I can't see it. Hold on. That's good for now. Oh, sweet.
Yeah. And unfortunately, there's lots of programming that needs to be done to actually make any of it function. So I'm probably going to do that tonight. I want to push myself. I'll probably work a little bit more, but I'm going to end the stream there. And
Yeah, I think
we'll
that's a
show
good
it off
spot to end the
tomorrow.
stream.
Cool.
Thank you, viewers. All 2 of you. We do appreciate it.